Daily and weekly tasks are something that the community have wanted in Escape from Tarkov for a long time, and it looks like as of today, we are going to get the first iteration of that in the form of operational tasks. Battlestate Games updated the game and gave us a little bit of information that we are going to break down in this video. I'm Jessekazam. Welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. If you liked the video, think about dropping a like or commenting down below or subscribing to the channel. And I stream Escape from Tarkov on Twitch. All my links will be down below. I'd love to have you stop by and say hey, but with all that stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and dive right in. So right as I was actually about to go ahead and post this video, the patch went live. So I figured we would add this little section, actually take a look at some of the quests. So first off, the thing that I noticed is that now if you have a quest that you need to accept from somebody, whether it's a daily or not, you're going to have this green check mark here. So I actually thought I had a daily quest from Jaeger, and it was just because I reached level 50, I could accept this Swift one patch. So this isn't specifically for the dailies, but now it lets you know if you have one. We can take a look and see if this one. Okay, so I actually got 3. We'll take a look at these. So this is, I have 24 hours to deliver a found in raid paracord or crafted. So for 130,000 rubles, 44,000 XP, and a few miscellaneous things, I can turn in this paracord. And the other 2 I got, one was from Peacekeeper. I have to eliminate Killa with a chest or stomach shot, 40,000 XP, and some various loot here as well. And then the third one I got was from Ragman, and this is survive 3 raids. It looks like any location from the flavor text, 150,000 rubles and 47,000 XP there. We'll talk about this a little bit more, but I figured right off the bat we would kind of show these daily quests. So what we'll kind of do is break down the information that we have, and then we'll talk towards the end of the video about the pros and cons of introducing something like that, especially right now in Escape from Tarkov. But a few days ago, we got this kind of like mysterious post on the Battlestate Games Instagram page that was, it was all in Russian, but it was basically like a new UI for these daily tasks. And it said something like operational tasks, AKA daily tasks, are sooner than you think. And now just a few days later, they said that the game was going to be down for a few hours today, and they're adding these operational tasks. Then they added a forum post that kind of elaborated a little bit on it. It's really short, so I'll read it, and then we'll kind of go through it. It says, operational tasks have been added to the game, periodically offered by traders. These tasks can be accepted and completed during a limited time frame, for example, 24 hours. Operational tasks are marked with a special clock on your task list. Same as regular tasks, operational tasks are acquired from traders, and then after completing them are returned to that same trader. If you didn't manage to complete an operational task in time, it will be marked as failed. After some time, it will be replaced by a new operational task from a random trader. Operational tasks with a daily completion time become available as soon as you reach level 5. At the moment, the first issue of the operational task occurs and the timer for their completion starts. The next operational task will be issued after the previous one's completion timer runs out, regardless of success or failure. In upcoming patches, the mechanics of accepting those tasks and their timers will be adjusted and improved to ensure more convenience. Operational tasks objective variety is based on a large number of additional conditions and their combinations. The difficulty of those objectives increases with the character level. In the current patch, the objectives are eliminating PMC operators and scavs, searching for certain items, surviving locations, and stuff like that. In the future patches, the range of objectives and additional conditions are going to be expanded significantly. The reward for completing these operational tasks are experience, money, and various items. Available operational tasks, their objectives and rewards are unique for each account. In future patches, the operational task system is going to be further developed to increase detail, ease of selection, cooperation, and taking into account players' progress. So this actually really did answer a lot of the questions that we had about the operational tasks. First off, we don't know if they're going to be exclusive daily ones. Like, they didn't really talk about dailies or weeklies specifically. They said, for example, some of them can be for a 24-hour time period, but they didn't say exclusively they're going to be 24-hour time period quests. So this tells me that they are baking in a little bit of variety, and that there is a real chance that we might accept a few quests, and one of them might be, I have to complete this in 24 hours, and one of them might be, I have to complete this in 3 days or maybe a week. So it looks like there's some wiggle room there. Obviously, if you complete the task or not, you're not going to be able to replace that task until like the next day. So it's not like you can just like farm these daily tasks infinitely. If you have 24 hours to complete this task, but you complete it on your very first raid, that's that. And then you can come back tomorrow or however much time for a kind of like refilled quest. It sounds like they're going to be bouncing around between some of the traders. The Instagram post was Skier, so we weren't sure if it was just going to be him, but it sounds like they're going to be bouncing around a little bit between the traders. I found it very interesting that they said that they're going to be scaling up the difficulty with your character level. I think that's good. I think that if you're, a level 65 and you've got a bunch of money, then maybe your kill quest should be, a few more scavs or a few more PMCs. That, of course, is going to be an interesting rub. They can't be impossible for higher level people and easy and completely easy for low level, but I hope that that scaling works. The other really important thing here to talk about is that they are going to be unique per account. So it doesn't sound like, based on this information and this kind of based on other information they've talked about in the past, it doesn't sound like there is like one set linear quest system for everybody. They talked about recently with the most recent patch that they're on a new quest engine where they can kind of randomly generate quests. And this is a really good thing because the quests right now, everybody starts on wipe day and everybody has the exact same quests to do basically in the exact same order. This is going to be much more variety and everybody's going to have something different, which could be spreading people around to other maps, and that could be really good. And it even sounds like they're going to be adjusting rewards as well. So you might have a similar quest, but get different rewards. It's obviously, we still have a lot of questions. We're not sure. We're going to have to see how this plays out over the next few weeks, but it is exciting nonetheless. So that's really it. That is kind of all the information that we have so far. As with most things that comes to Escape from Tarkov, this is the first iteration, and they talked a lot in that forum post about how they're going to be able to expand this later with new maps, with new AI potentially, with new mechanics in the game. They're really going to be able to expand this out to do a lot of other things. The current rewards are just going to be money and experience. In a lot of other games, they use daily and weekly missions to kind of support a new either trader type or a new faction type or a new currency type, so that there's certain equipment or gear that you can only get by completing those missions. And I think something like that does a better job of keeping people's interest in the game longer, because it requires more of a long-term grind to get a specific item. But right now, this is just going to be money and experience. So there are obvious pros and cons to doing this. This is super exciting because it adds variety. Once again, like we talked about, it adds account uniqueness. Not everybody's doing the exact same thing in the exact same order. If the rewards are good enough, then on any given day, there can be people on every single map. We see a lot in Tarkov where towards the end of the wipe, everybody just kind of sinks into, reserve, labs, customs, and all the other maps seem to kind of like fall away. They might make a change to the loot or whatever, but this could be a really interesting way to push everybody around all the different maps. It's something else to do. It keeps people excited. It's an additional way to potentially make money or get gear. So there's a lot of exciting things and excited reasons to have this in the game and to kind of just like add to the different content loops. Now, that being said, if you're already really, really bored of Tarkov and really are not a fan of the content loop, maybe you have Kappa, maybe you got to 40, I don't think that this alone will necessarily just like completely reinvigorate you. It's just going to be more rubles, more loot, more of the same stuff, and just another way to acquire that. It's not an overall criticism of this system. I'm really excited to see how they do it, but I don't want people to overhype it and just think dailies, now the game is fixed. If you're really bored of Tarkov, if you really don't like what this game has to offer for you right now, I don't think just having a small quest to do every day or every week that just gives you more of the rubles and gear that you probably already have a lot of is necessarily going to be the one thing that brings you back to main this game. So popping back in again after I filmed the rest of that video, kind of like I was saying, once again, these aren't necessarily building towards anything crazy. This is what I like about this, is that it's definitely good XP. I've been asking for this for a while. Another way to get solid XP and level up towards Kappa without just having to grind labs. This is nice, 40,000 XP. The other one was 42,000 XP, and this one was about 40,000 XP as well. Solid rubles as well, an additional way to make money if you find a paracord or if you can craft one. This is another great way to make money. So, but once again, this isn't going to like get you insanely excited to come back to Tarkov if you already weren't there, if you were already high level, if you were already really rich. And keep in mind that this is, as a level 50, you're going to have different quests. They might be easier or harder. Your rewards are probably not going to be as good if you're a lower level, but it scales up. And these at this XP amount, this is definitely worth me doing as a level 50 that might want to be pushing for Kappa. This is definitely worth me pushing. So we'll see how it kind of evolves as this is just a first iteration, but it's pretty exciting nonetheless. But hopefully we all get out there and start having some fun with the new daily quests in Escape from Tarkov. Thank you so much, as always, for taking the time to check out this video. If you liked the video, think about dropping a like, commenting down below, or subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Like we said before, I stream Escape from Tarkov on Twitch. All my links will be down below. I'd love to have you stop by and say hey. And if you're looking for people to play Tarkov with, our Discord server is an awesome place to be. That link is down below as well. Thank you again for stopping by, and I will definitely see y'all on the next one.